What's up, W8TRAIN family? Today we're going to cover everything you need to know about training your calves.
3, 2, 1,
0.
Alright, so first, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and we're going to jump into this. So your calves are built up of three muscles. You have the Gastrocnemius, the Soleus, and the Tibialis anterior. I'm going to call this the gastro, just because that's going to be a lot easier for this video, and it might also help you think about what it is. I like to think of gastro, I think of stomach, and then if I think of stomach, I think of belly. And these are going to be the big muscle bellies in your calf. I'll put up a diagram on the screen so you can see exactly where the gastro is. Next, we're going to have the soleus. And for soleus, this is going to be one of the smaller parts of your calves, still on the backside, and I'm going to show you in a diagram as well where this is located. And third and finally, we have the tibialis anterior. I'm going to refer to it as the tibialis. It is the muscle kind of where your shin bone is. It's on the front of your calf. Not a lot of people train this, but I got some cool tips for you guys. So first, what's the difference between these three muscles? Well, the gastro, it is a much higher fast twitch fiber composed muscle. This is about 50% fast and 50% slow twitch fiber composition of this muscle. Now the soleus, it's much different. It's only about 10% fast twitch and 90% slow. So what does that mean? Well, when you have muscles that have different fiber buildups, there's different ways to train them. You want to think of the gastro as the speed muscle, the power muscle. This is the muscle that you're going to move the most weight with. And so you're probably going to want to focus most of your training. Calves are higher in general than most other muscles. Most of your training for this muscle group, somewhere in that like 10 to 25 rep range. Probably don't want to go over 25. I wouldn't recommend really going under 10. That's unnecessary. And then with the soleus, since it's so much slow twitch fiber, you can go really high in the reps. I'm going to say let's keep this around 15 all the way up to, you can do sets of 50 for the soleus. And then the tibialis, this one, we're not going to train nearly as hard as the other two. It's more of a supporting muscle. It helps with balance. It helps with pulling your toe from the ground up towards your shin. This, I would say, really just kind of go to failure anywhere in the 10 to like 30 rep range. So now that you know how they're made up, you know what rep range to get into, how do we train them? Great question. There's only one way to train the gastro, and that is with straight legs. You cannot have your knee bent at all, or you will not target the gastro. So you can do just a typical standing calf raise, standing, no weights. You can do a single leg standing calf raise, again, no weights. You can go to the gym, you can put a bar on your back, do standing raises. You can do any of the calf machines where your knees are not bent, or you get on the leg press and you put your feet at the bottom of the leg press and do toe presses. These will all work the gastro. So next, to train the soleus, as you might have figured out, you need to bend your knees. Now, the soleus will be trained some when you train the gastro, but to further isolate it and take the gastro out of the equation, you need to have your knees bent. So how do you do that? Almost every gym has a seated calf raise. If not, you can get a bench, sit on it, put a dumbbell on your knee, do some knee raises, and that is going to work your soleus. For the tibialis, I'm going to save that to the end. I'm going to show you guys a video just for that one, specifically on how I like to train it. Next, we're going to get into frequency of training, intensity of training, how to set these rep ranges up into some usable sets throughout your week. For calves, they are always being used. Every time you walk, you're using your calves. So they are used to some high frequency work already. And so that means to really shock them into growth and trying to build your muscles, you're going to need to up that frequency. I'm going to say across the board, you're going to want to do these 4 to 5 times a week if you're looking for growth. If you're just looking to maintain, 2 to 3 times a week. But calves, they can really handle a lot. So how would this work? You're saying, oh my gosh, I have to do a full calf workout every day, 4 to 5 days a week. Not quite. What we're going to do, what I like to do, is just alternate back and forth between the gastro and the soleus, and then occasionally throw in a few sets of tibialis, not a whole lot. So I'm going to clean up this board and get what a week might look like for you for your calf training. I want to cover intensity real quick. You guys really need to push hard when you're training your calves. You can pretty much take every set to failure, and they should hurt by the end. The sets should pretty much be limited based on how much pain you can take. Don't hurt your joints, obviously, but you really do want to push the intensity when training your calves if you're trying to grow them. So I've lifted it out the 7 days in the week, and I did it this way because maybe your workout schedule doesn't line up exactly like Monday through Friday like some people, and this way you can just kind of plug and play. But how would I go about training? First, I might go ahead and do the first day gastro only, so some type of standing. I would probably do the machine that you can put the weight on your back, select the pen, and then just do standing calf raises. And for this, we're going to keep just one exercise. That's it. That's part of why, you know, you're doing 4 or 5 days a week, but you only have to do 1, maybe 2 exercises each day. And then I like to work in the different rep ranges. So we're going to say we'll do 4 sets of 15 reps with the gastro on the first day. Boom. That's it. That's it. You're done. Second day, we'll hit some soleus and tibialis. So for the soleus, I like to keep the reps a little higher. Let's do 3 sets of 30 reps. You don't have to do as many sets if you're doing higher reps. So like on this day, we have a few more sets. This day, 1 less set. And then for the tibialis, we're just going to do 2 sets to failure. And I will show you how to perform those at the very end of the video. Next, the third day, we'll go ahead and take a day off. The fourth day, back to the gastro, and let's work in a little bit of a different rep range this time. Let's take that rep range go a little bit higher. So we're still going to keep our 4 sets, and we'll go for something like 4 sets of 25. Going to be a little bit different for this muscle than what we did on the first day. Still going to get some growth, and we can just throw in some tibialis work just to be safe. It's always good to throw these in, and we can do 2 times to failure again. On the next day, swap back, go to the soleus, and we'll do something like soleus. We're going to do same exact thing. We're going to go into that higher rep range. We will just do 2 sets of 50 reps. See how that feels. And then we can skip the tibialis on this day. Next day, we're going to come back into the gastro again. We'll do something more like the beginning of the week. We're going to do 5 sets of only 10 reps. Get a little bit more strength work in there. Tibialis, 2 times to failure. And then we can go ahead and take off on the 7th day. So this might be how your week looks. What I like to do, I track my weights at these rep ranges. So like I know for 15 reps, I need about 4 plates. For 10 reps, maybe 4.5 plates. Like I kind of know about where I need to be for the rep range, and I'll just keep working through this. I'll take a day off as I need it. Sometimes I go 4 or 5 days in a row, and then I'll take a day off. But this is a great way to build up all the sides of your calves. You got the big muscle belly. This one's kind of laid underneath, but it still looks really good from the side. The tibialis from the front, but it helps kind of keep everything well-rounded. Like you'll see some guys in the gym that only train their biceps, they never train their triceps. Well, if you only train the gastro and the soleus, you're kind of doing the same thing here if you're ignoring the tibialis. So you definitely want to throw all these in. Pretty easy to set up a workout. Doesn't have to be exactly like this. This is just a framework. Make it work for you, for your schedule. If you go to the gym Monday through Friday, maybe you train the Monday, Tuesday, you take off Wednesday, you train Thursday, Friday. There's your 4 days in a week. Just track your sets, track your reps. Make sure you're getting stronger. If you're getting really sore and really weak for a couple days in a row, take a day off. Guys, I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to jump into the exercise demonstration for the tibialis, and I will meet you guys there. All right, so for the tibialis raises, really all you need is a band. I like the W8TRAIN lightweight band. It's perfect resistance for me, and I attach it to some sort of pole or object in front of me today. I just grabbed the calf raise machine since I was already there, and you just roll it over just a little bit below your toes, and as I'm pointing, you're going to work your tibialis. So very simple movement. You just bring your toes towards your knees. You let it out, you stretch, bring your toes towards your knees. You'll feel this. It's a very easy exercise to feel, not very hard to set up, not very hard to do. It's honestly very overlooked by a lot of people, but it's definitely a great way to round out your calf training. So like I said, 2 sets to failure. Doesn't take too long to get to failure with these bands. I think I do maybe 15 reps. I don't even always count it. And that's it. So just do a couple sets of these and really help blow up your calves with some great tibialis training. And last quick tip, guys, you don't have to change a band to change the resistance. You can just scoot a little bit further away and that'll make it harder, and if it's too hard, just scoot a little closer. So guys, I hope you found this whole calf training video informative, helpful. Hopefully you got something here that you can take away and take with you to the gym for your next calf workout. Please make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, reach out. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.
3, 2, 1, 0.